After the Second World War, Hungary and the rest Eastern Europe were occupied and ruled by the Soviet Union. The communist regime forced people not only blindly follow Marxist, Leninist, Stalinist doctrines, but also deny their backgrounds, friends, and moral values. After the Americans escorted us camp survivors into the eastern zone of Austria, Russian soldiers came to the train and looted anything they could from the damaged people. That evening, 3 Russian soldiers almost killed me before they stole my boots. Days later, I was sitting on the top of a crowded train car. A group of drunken Russian soldiers boarded and threw me off the train onto a cement platform. At home, I learned that the Russians had raped my mother when they found her in a village where she was hiding from the Nazis. Those were my first experiences after leaving the concentration camps. Tyranny is like a dust. At first, you don't see it, and then you notice it everywhere. It blinds your eyes, kills your mind, and suffocates your soul. It distorts meaning and undermines public and personal life. It makes you afraid everywhere, even among your loved ones. It's like a poison, gradually infiltrating your body. There is no hope, no escape. Everyone is ruled by fear, suspicion, and distrust. Thieves and murderers are rewarded, and liars spread the gospel of hate. 11 years later, on October 23, 1956, students protesting in front of Budapest radio station were machine gunned down by the secret police. The communist system used bullets against the unarmed students. The Hungarian military, called to assist the secret police, gave weapons to the students, and jointly they started the revolution. The revolutionaries were not suppressed classes. Mostly they were students who had known no other system. My hospital became the center of the revolution. We stole government cars and established a mobile transportation system. Our volunteers, many of them were killed, drove whenever there was fighting, and picked up the injured, revolutionaries and Russians alike. A smashed window of a camera shop, where a camera could cost 6 months of my salary, had a note taped across it. It said, "We do not fight for cameras," and none were taken. A large wooden chest sat unguarded at the corner of Budapest's busiest street. A note on the top read, "Please use for funeral of the victim of uprising." The chest was full of money. 3 Russian tanks shook the building on a narrow street. 3 youth with rifles chased the enemy in a small open truck. Tanks are powerful, but they're vulnerable to someone willing to jump on them with a Molotov cocktails. One just needs courage, and the Hungarian freedom fighters had it. The revolution lasted 10 days. Over 15,000 freedom fighters were killed, and 200,000 Hungarians became refugees. The communists decorated those who opposed the revolution and went after those who participated in it, including myself. But the real heroes were those who give their lives, and their reward was a few days of freedom before they died. The Hungarian Revolution was the first break in the iron grasp of the communist system, which fell apart decades later. The communists killed over 100 million people in the Soviet Union. In Cambodia, they killed over 1/3 of the population. In China, they had eliminated unknown numbers of millions. Communism spread after the Second World War into South America, Vietnam, North Korea, and Nepal. It exists in almost every nation. These days, searches continue for 90-year-old former Nazis. Meanwhile, our leaders court former communists like Vladimir Putin, who headed the KGB in East Germany. It isn't a double standard. Aren't the communist killers are as guilty as the Nazi killers? Like butterfly breaking free from the darkness to seek light, humans through history have sought freedom. We who are fortunate who have freedom must accept the responsibility to guard it and extend it to those who are less fortunate. We must remain humane, even in inhumane circumstances.